What's up, folks? Yeah, it's been a while. Lately, I've been getting into AI animation. It's just fun, man. Think about AI animation, folks. It's like back in the day. Remember when you had to do animation frame by frame? And it would take like one person like 2 weeks of working on their spare time or whether, full time, whatever. It'd take them like 2 weeks to make a 30-minute to 1 minute animated stick or schnick, whatever, or reel. That's a lot of hours, man. I remember all those like programs. I forget their names now on YouTube, whatever. Buy this, get access to this software, this, ba-dee-ba-da. Make tunes, make this, make that. But it still took a lot of your time, man. And unless you did it full time or only worked part time, it's just too draining. So now, here comes AI, which can now condense like a month worth of like your time, frame by frame, animation, condense it into like less than 30 seconds. Yeah, so what creator wouldn't jump on that? So that's what I've been into lately. It's fun seeing your visions you've had in your head for decades, not even years, but decades, but not knowing how to bring them to life. And it's fun now. You just type in a prompt, whatever. There's an art to it, and then you see it come to life in like less than 30 seconds after you hit the create, 30 seconds to a minute, boom, it's there. So a lot of people don't like AI, whatever, but I was one of those at first, and, a lot of artists, real artists, it's going to put us out of business. I say, I don't care. Real artists, musicians, none of them ever cared about me, man. Every time I had a dream, that's impossible, you can't do it, or they would charge so much, it was out of reach. So, they never pitied me. I don't pity them, to be honest with you, folks. Now let's move on to the next topic. And that would be, does it not annoy you, like, when you're walking down the street or something, and there's an object of admiration you see across the road, maybe a Ferrari, maybe a Porsche, I don't know, whatever you're into, man. And you're like, your eyes are gleaming, and you're just staring. And next thing you know, the geek, I think this happens to men and women, to be honest with you. The geek, like the skunk, that's been trying to hit up on you or flirt with you for years, he happens or she happens to be standing right in front of that damn Ferrari, and they're too vain to realize it's not them you're admiring, it's the doggone Ferrari they're standing in front of. That just annoys me, and it seems to happen a lot, at least to me. It'll be like a classic motorcycle at the fuel pump, you know what I'm saying? Nice, chromed out Harley Davidson or something, and I'm looking at it, and then you just happen to notice that same geek is in your line of sight. They think you're looking at them up and down. You know what I'm saying? And it could be a guy. You're a guy. He thinks you're gay. Or you're a woman, and it's John from work, and he happens to like walk right across your sight of admiration, which is focused on, let's say, that nice brand new Jeep Cherokee, whatever. And he happens and he looks back. Oh, next thing you know, he calls you that night. You're like, damn it, man, I wasn't looking at you. It just seems to happen. How come only ugly people are always staring at you? You ever notice that, folks? At least with me, man. That's just my curse. Why can't someone that I find attractive, why can't I ever find an attractive person staring at me? It's always like some, ugh. If you're gonna be infatuated with me for whatever reason, at least look good. But in my luck, it's always some goblin-looking, Igor-looking type, or, whatever. But to be honest with you, folks, I'm at the point now, at my age, I done given up on looks. I ain't ever got to find Princess right, Princess Leia, whatever. It ain't happening. Not to me, folks. Not unless I win the lottery or something. It ain't going to happen, man. This idea that a beautiful woman is single, has been single all these years and just waiting around for you. Waiting around for you to find them. That is so, I don't know, that is so scripted TV type of thinking. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you what, if there is a single woman who's beautiful and all that, and she's still single, then she's a sociopath or a psychopath, man. Okay, that's just too much beautiful meat out there in the open all these years for no other men to notice. So if they do happen to be single, you know there's something wrong with them mentally, man. They're mentally twisted or something, you know. And I also hate that notion of having to settle. Like someone was showing interest in me the other day, and how like you start checking people out. Like if you run across someone in your job, so now, you start because maybe they say something or complimented you. So now every day you're like checking them out. You're taking snapshots, and then of course, you imagine yourself, having romance with them, And it's like, do I want someone that I have to close my eyes and pretend there's somebody else in order to get into it? I don't want that kind of lover, folks. I don't want to have to like close my eyes. Remember, close my eyes and then pretend they're this person or that person, and then open your eyes and then realize they're not. And maybe they do the same to you too. I don't know, but I just don't like that idea of settling. It just, And some things you just, I don't know, folks. It's not easy being me, man. I think I just missed the train, man. Because even to this day, I be driving up and down the ghetto. I be seeing these nice, young, hot chicks in the arms of literal bums. Hotel bum. Them hotel dudes, motel dudes, Holiday Inn. I'm like, girl, when I was in my prime, you turned your face to me. You would never want to talk. And next thing I know, this same woman, only a younger version of that same woman, is locked arm to arm with some daggone hood, bozo, baller type. I'm like, what? And that's just me. It's like I always miss it's like I miss my train, folks. That sums up my life. It's like I miss my train. So I'm like wandering around in the train station, but because I miss my train, it's like I'm out of sync with everything around me. Either I was too early for this thing to happen, or I'm behind the curve in this other thing. But I'm never like right on time where I should be. It's like I'm always out of place in society or in the time zone or whatever you want to call it. But anyways, I'm going to wrap this up now. It's the middle of summer. It's hot. And heat just destroys my morale. I don't know what it is about heat, man. Like stepping out into an oven just robs me of my enthusiasm. I was getting into the stand-up comedy, that stuff, but it was cooler. The air was cool. So when I got off work, because I'm blue collar, so I work a blue collar job, and I'm in a vehicle that doesn't really have AC. So all day I'm broiling. I'm fry broiling, whatever they call it. I'm literally being steam cooked all day. So you imagine what that did. Then you get off work, and it took everything in your body and your physical fitness to survive that. And then the idea of once you get home, your body temperature is still trying to come down. The idea of going right back out and performing, it's just, I'm just not there, folks. I'm not, maybe, so that's why I upload these just to keep myself in practice for when that window opens up again. So we'll see. But, it's just about keeping your mind sharp, staying in practice. And with that, now go get your shine box.